Alright, well, we're back working on this thing again. I ended up dropping the tank, which is I took the bed off kind of so I wouldn't have to fool with that, but I had good access to it, and pretty much what if I'm going to clean this frame up like I would like, I've started back here. But the tank covers the whole inside of this frame rail, and there's a lot of junk down in there. And if I'm going to clean it up, I might as well scrape all the junk out. I would like to drove it up there and washed it out, but I've got the brake line off and it's raining, and I just decided I'll scrape it out and clean it out with rags best I can, and probably dry it up with a little brake clean just to get it. It's kind of wet right now from the diesel. Probably can't see it the best. I don't have a light over here with me. The metal fuel lines I'm no longer using. These are the old rubber lines. They're connected to the metal ones. You just can't see them very well. And I'm going to go ahead and pull them out of there since I'm not using them anymore. And basically, I'm going to try to go ahead and wire wheel the inside of the frame here. And I'll probably go ahead and hit it with the rust preventer after I get done with that. And I'll go ahead and get this part of the cross member. And that way I can clean the inside of this frame up pretty good. Because if I left the tank in, I wasn't really going to be able to do anything with it. So I'll go ahead and do that. It's just going to be kind of a slow process, but clean it up best I can get it. I'm using my Harbor Freight ATV jack to hold the tank, and it works excellent for that. The tank's full right now, so it's got a few 100 pounds in it, and that jack let me just drop it down easy, and it rolls back and forth, so I was able to just ease it down, and it worked really good for that. It's wide enough to support it. I've got some 2x4s on top of it too, and it went just high enough to take it all the way to the top. So when I get done, I should just be able to pump it back up and pull my straps back around the tank. So anyhow, I'm gonna get started and get that cleaned up, and I'll update when I'm done. Okay, here's all the junk that's accumulated in the frame. And I went ahead and got the old lines out. These are the old hard lines for the fuel system. They're just pretty rusty, so I didn't want to leave them in there and start getting pinhole leaks. I'm just going to run rubber. I think the hard lines are good. A person could probably bend some up. I doubt if you can still buy them, but for now I'm going to run rubber. So I'll tidy them up once I'm done cleaning up around in here. So I'm going to get after it. Alright, I'm back to work on this thing. It's hard for me to get motivated to do all this grinding. It makes a lot of dust, and it's just kind of nasty. Makes you nasty. It's been humid, and I sweat a lot, and it all sticks to me. But today it's actually pretty nice out. It's not been raining as much like it had there for the past few days. And I'm actually out under the shade tree, and it's pretty darn nice out. A little bit of a breeze, and I've got a fan in the garage, but it's just cooler out here. It's cooler air. That metal just makes it hotter in the garage down there. But and also being outside, the dust is not near as bad, and I like to keep a little bit of it out of my garage if possible. But I mean, you can see the fuel tank where the dust is piling up on it, and some of it is cleaner than it looks, just because the dust is so bad on it. So it'll probably need wiped down with like some paint thinner or brake cleaner, you know, something. But I'm about to this front leaf spring mount. I'm probably not totally done with it. Some of it's a little tough to get to, and I've got a die grinder down in the garage hooked up to air that'll get some tighter spots than this grinder that I'm using. But I'm gonna try to make it up here to the cab. Probably won't get a whole lot more on this side today. I need to take the fuel tank out. I don't want to start getting into these lines and things. But I just need to the fuel tank's loose. I've already had it drop down. I just put it back in so I could, and I also finish fixing my brake line. This line right here, it's all dusty now from the rust, but it's brand new. And so basically, once I drop the tank down, then I can work on this from about here forward, and I have to worry about getting into the tank. And might even take my traction bar bracket here off. It's got one plate on the side of the frame, and then a long piece of angle that goes down under the frame. So anyway, I'm gonna have to get all that. But you can see it's looking pretty good over here. Once it's wiped down, it'll be pretty clean. I've got some of the inside of the frame rail. I've still got a ways to go. Kind of got some of that down in there, but I'm not totally done. And from about here up, I've still got to get, but like I said, the fuel tank will have to come out for some of that. This side should be a little easier. There's nothing on the frame over here on the outside or the inside besides really the leaf springs, and just that one little wire harness right there that should come out pretty easy if I need it to. So still got to do this side, but you can see the difference. There's that side. Here's this side. So I'm making progress. It just feels slow. It's hard for me to want to work on it every night. I'd much rather be, doing something, taking something apart, putting something back together, than doing this cleaning and painting. It's not really my thing, but now is the time, I guess, to be doing it. I've still got a few hours worth of diagram or wire wheeling on it probably to be done. I mean, some of it I probably could just spray over, but I'd rather it be as best it can be. This is what I'm using, cobalt cordless grinder, 24 volt, and I've got 3 big batteries for it, and they last pretty good. They probably last, I don't know, it feels like 30 minutes a piece probably, which I think is pretty good. I mean, if you run a whole battery out at once, you're more than ready for a break. But usually I take a few breaks just to cool off because the sweat starts getting in my glasses and everything if I don't. But I highly recommend a cordless grinder if you don't have one. It makes it super easy. There's no cord to tangle up, so it doesn't matter how many times you wrap it around a frame rail or anything like that. But anyway, making progress. So while I'm here, right here behind the little parking brake cable bracket is the worst spot that I've found on the frame. Let's see if I get down here. So the fuel tank is here, and this is a little crack, and you can see the rust holes there and a couple there. And when I had the tank out, you can tell that it's kind of thin in a section. It's not more than about 6 or 8 inches long, and everything else is fine. The upright part of the frame on the outside here and the top are good and solid. It's just up in behind that tank. It holds too much moisture, I guess, and makes a spot that is prone to rust. So if you have one of these trucks and you're trying to preserve it, so focus again. I don't know, I would recommend maybe just getting you an oil can, pump some oil in these frame holes, and probably that one, and let it kind of run down and sit down in there. And in my mind, that will have to help that a lot. If the frame's in pretty good shape, I think that should really help fight moisture. Okay, just a quick progress report. Got everything all wire wheeled, and I started spraying it with rustoleum rust reformer. Supposed to be able to spray it on rusty surfaces, and it's pretty clean in a lot of spots, but there's still some surface rust looking stuff on there. And so I'm gonna spray it with this first, and then I'll spray paint over that. It's probably just some gloss black, but I think it's looking pretty good. The rust reformer looks pretty nice. I'm no professional painter. I've been trying to put it on kind of thick. It's kind of tough getting down in the cross members and things, but I'm covering pretty good so far. And I guess I've got almost half the frame done, if you don't count the cross members. They're not quite halfway, but I'm pretty close. I need to paint probably the bottom of the leaf springs. I would maybe like to replace the leaf springs at some point, but that may be a little bit, so I'm not going to worry too much about that right now. I'll just go ahead and paint them so that everything matches pretty good. But I'm pretty satisfied with how it's looking. Still got a little ways to go. I guess I'm halfway done with the rust reformer almost, but I'll still have to go back over it with gloss black. It shouldn't have to be super thick though, since this rust reformer is probably going to be the thicker of the two. But anyway, it's turning out pretty good so far. I'll update as I make more progress. Okay, the frame is totally painted with rust reformer, and the painting process is definitely a whole lot more fun than sanding the wire wheeling process. I don't necessarily enjoy either one, but I'm pretty happy with how it's looking. It looks a lot better, and I think it'll take care of rust for a long while. This is what I've been using. This is what's on it right now. It's rustoleum rust reformer. There's the part number 215. It looks pretty nice, but you're supposed to paint over it, I think. So I want to put a couple coats on it anyway. So it says just one coat of the rust reformer is fine. It's supposed to convert the rust and keep it from getting worse and all that stuff. I don't know how good it is, but it's probably, I had it down pretty close to metal most places with, just some rust left behind. So I think that'll keep it from rusting further pretty easy, especially if I take a little care of it now. Maybe not drive it as much in the salt, or if I do, just try to wash it afterwards good. But I think it turned out pretty good. There's the shock mount. It's still wet and drying. It bolts to the frame right here, these 4 bolt holes. So anyway, next I'll paint, I guess, gloss black. I bought a couple cans of gloss black. I'm gonna have to buy more. You can see from here back, I just painted just to kind of see what it's looking like. I thought about returning those couple cans and buying some satin black, maybe something not quite as glossy, but I haven't made up my mind yet. So that's all the update there is for now. Once I go ahead and get it all painted with either gloss black or like a satin black, I'll update again.